to order. We'd like to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join us. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Born and unborn.
All right, thank you very much. We do have one addition to the agenda, item G2 under resolutions. So it's a resolution for Children's Discovery Academy, nonprofit gaming license. So we'll add that under G2 with your permission. So with that, I guess we probably should take a motion to amend the agenda. So your pleasure on that. Is everyone willing to do that?
Support.
And motion support, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. The agenda has been amended. You've taken the roll, correct? Okay. We'll entertain a motion for the approval of the minutes of the September 10, 2019 regular meeting, the September 2010, 2019 executive session, and the September 13th, 2019 special meeting. So moved.
Right.
There, motion support. Are there any comments or questions? Corrections? Nothing? Matt?
Just to let you know that I did receive a call today, reference the September 30th special meeting on the Gemstone property, and we will be meeting to close on that one.
Very good.
So thank you all. I know it was we got pressed a little bit for time there, but it worked out really well, so thank you.
Good. Okay. Anything else? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Move down to hearings. First up, we have public hearing to consider a request from Avalon and Tahoe Manufacturing for a PA 198 tax exemption certificate. So, Casey, I think are you taking the lead on this?
Yes.
All right.
All right. Hello, everyone. I think I've met most of you. My name is Casey from Greater Gratiot Development. And today we have brought before you a request for an industrial facilities exemption application on behalf of Avalon and Tahoe Manufacturing. Avalon has been a great industrial citizen in the city of Alma. They are the largest private employer in Alma now and in the county, with 391 full-time equivalent positions. Their most recent expansion occurred in 2017. This expansion just began in May, and it's going to include an increase of almost 23,000 square feet. And that will be increased production and office space as well as a new dealer meeting room. After this expansion, the facility will total 260,000 square feet. The project is expected to be complete by the end of the year, and it is expected to retain the current jobs of the facility as well as create 35 new positions. The exemption being requested is for $1.28 million in real property value. The project also includes an investment of approximately $1.44 million in equipment and installation costs. Those costs are not eligible for exemption with the personal property changes that happened in 2012. And should you approve this application, it will move on to the State Tax Commission for final approval. We have two representatives here from Avalon tonight. We have Frank and Jim, and I'm going to let them come up and talk a little bit more about the project.
Obviously, we enjoy an excellent relationship with the city, and over the past years, I've appreciated the fact that I can walk here very easily. I'm a walker, so. This expansion continues on from the one in 2017. We ran out of room in our meeting room for the number of employees that we have, as well as the dealer meeting that happens once a year. That ended the end of July this year. The show had a positive result of, I think, close to 3,000 votes ordered. So I think it was a record year again. The manufacturing facility continues to grow. Employment within the area continues to grow. For those of you that know me, I'm a retired employee, and I've come back to help with these expansions. Mr. Blick, Jim over here, has got the wheels on the ground, running most of the details. The other part, the expansion, was addition of production facilities, which was close to 13,000 square feet. That's close to being ready for moving in. We can get the final occupancy on it. Still a little power to be put in it. But again, we enjoy working with the city. Business continues to grow. The president of the operation, Mr. Wolf, is very much in tune with the boat industry and with Alma City. Do you have any questions about the expansion? I'd be happy to expound on it.
I just make a comment, you've been a great partner. We absolutely love having you in the city. We appreciate everything you're doing, certainly. You drive by the facility, you keep everything up beautifully, and the product you're putting out is just incredibly attractive. When you drive by there and you see all those boats lined up, it's an amazing operation. So
Well, appreciate that. Thank you.
we appreciate having you folks in town. You're great corporate citizens and great partners for us. We love all the jobs that you're bringing.
We can't do it without you guys and this gentleman over here too. Hopefully you got a phone call yesterday on what we're doing today.
They have.
Oh,
I had the
they're
opportunity
very.
to stop by the dealer meeting, and frankly, it'd been a while since I had been over, and I was shocked. I mean, to watch the volume of the folks that were going through, the product that was out, and then to get into the offices and actually walk through some of the, you guys have done just an incredible job.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
And for those of you not familiar with the boat industry, the show is actually speculative. The dealers come in, all our dealers across the country, and they anticipate what they are going to sell in the springtime or for the rest of the year. There are some states that stay open year-round.
They don't race over? Wait a minute.
So that's kind of a speculative type process, and we got a very good one this year. The second half to the boating season is springtime with boat shows go on. That's where I always say the rubber hits the road. You get the hard orders for actual boats. They sell the ones that they've already ordered and we've built, plus they sell more. So we're looking forward to another bang of year.
I had a family relative down south and went to a boating show, and they were so proud to walk up to the representative and said, "That's where I'm from," where they're built. So they're well known all over the United States.
They are. Thank you very much. I appreciate your consideration.
Okay, with that, I assume we're ready for consideration of a resolution approving the industrial facilities. Oh, we've closed, I'm sorry, we're closed to public hearing, yes.
Before you do, could I ask one question?
Oh, yeah.
Rick, can I ask one question? I bicycle pass through a lot, and I don't know if it's a correlation, but Michigan Avenue between basically the length of the property, the road is really falling apart. And I don't know if that's just normal course or whether it's due to increase in vehicle traffic or semi-truck traffic in and out of place. But it's getting to the point where I don't feel real safe being over the edge of the road because it's so torn up that I gotta be out more in the lane of travel. And somebody should take a look at it. And I don't know, I know they've worked on Michigan Avenue and resurfaced parts of it. I don't know if that's not been done or whether it's been done. And
I'm sure it's on Dave's long list of roads.
It's one that's not, I can speak for, it's not any kind of increase in their activities, I can speak for that, it's just, it's natural deterioration of the road surface. Looking at trying to get some type of a funding for a rural grant for it, but I tried that in the spring and failed dismally. I found out I was one of 200 that got shot down on that, so it's difficult to do, but still trying to do different surfacing options for it. One other thing I'd like to add though is working with these gentlemen is very easy. I don't know if I can speak for Eric, but they're one of the few companies that will talk to you ahead of time before they do things and not ask, well, what about this after the fact? And they've been very patient to work with too as far as our timing and things, but they're a very good group to work with from our standpoint. And in fact, they're investing in the sidewalks out in front of there along Michigan Avenue. They're gonna replace a good portion of those, and the city's gonna also assist in the replacement costs, but they brought that on themselves to bring that up. But very good to work with.
Great. So, I guess the answer to your question is, we're still trying.
Right. I didn't know if there's correlation, because I haven't been under that much with a bicycle until this year, but it's definitely deteriorating.
As everything we know is, unfortunately. Okay, any other comments or questions for either Casey or the developers or industry in this case? Okay, now we'll entertain a motion to close the hearing.
Support.
Motion support, final chance, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, hearing is closed. Now, we'll move to consideration of a resolution approving the industrial facilities tax exemption certificate for 12 years for the real property.
Motion.
Support. Motion support, any comments or questions? Hearing none, those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, the motion is carried. We'll move down to B, which is consideration of a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute PA 198 tax exemption certificate agreement on behalf of the city of Alma. Motion and support, I believe. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Hey, thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
And we do appreciate your investment in this community.
We're looking forward to that tour sometime.
And the dealer open house in July, you're all invited to that. Just give me a call, or I can work through you gentlemen, and I think you'll enjoy it.
That'd be great.
That'd
I'd
be-
love to.
yeah.
Very impressive.
For RSVPs for next year.
Jim Wolf may be too busy because he's schmoozing dealer.
All right.
We don't want to stop that process.
Yeah.
We should have a day on our pine.
And thank you, Casey. I know you do a lot of work on this and other projects like this, so we do appreciate your help as well, because we need you guys to make this stuff happen. We just don't have staff for it, so. All right, moving down to resolutions. First up, we have consideration to adopt a resolution of support for the submission of the Michigan Department of Natural Resources, Michigan Natural Resources Trust Grant application for the replacement and rehab of park restrooms located in Wright, Riverside, and Pine River / Conservation Park, with an increase of financial obligation to 50% of the project cost.
Support.
Okay, motion and support. Comments or questions? Eric, you want to give an update on the restoring for the camera?
Yeah,
and
yep.
the public know where you're at and
Yep,
what are-
we received our funding, the score for the application back on September 9th, and we were out of town at a training. We had our park and rec meeting last Monday, the 16th, and went over those numbers. We increased our point total, working with the park group and this group, from 290 to 360. If it was last year, 2018, we would have been funded. 360 was all those and up got funded. To increase our chances though, because you never know how the projects are going to come in and who's done what this year, we discussed that we knew we could request a letter of support, or basically of cooperation with the Keep Elm Beautiful group. That'd be 15 points. They already take care of some parks with cleanup and things. That would help possibly, but it's not a guarantee. We also discussed what is a guarantee is if you increase your match. And we had 40% that we approved, that we put into the resolution for the application. We did receive all our full points for that. And by doing this, bumping it to 50%, it gives us an extra 10 points guaranteed. So we feel obviously a lot more confident of moving ourselves up that list of being actually funded for the year. We are also going to add some extra information on environmental friendly elements, being native plants, breaking out that it will be LED lighting, motion censored, and the hand dryers that we're putting in there, specifying that they are high efficiency and that sort of thing. So all those things being added together should give us obviously a very good shot of getting it this time.
Okay. Thank you, Eric. Anybody have any additional comments or questions? So we'll keep our fingers crossed and we'll throw some extra money at this. And while you hate to do it, it's been a long time coming. We really need those restrooms repaired and upgraded and brought into shape. So with that, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Now, the next agenda item is resolution we added, number 2, which is consideration of a resolution recognizing the Children's Discovery Academy of Alma, Michigan as a nonprofit organization operating in the community for the purpose of obtaining a charitable gaming license for the purpose of holding a raffle on October 26, 2019. What is your pleasure? Motion? I got a motion to support. Comments or questions? Hearing none. Can anybody give us color? Does anybody have any background information with this
They've
group?
been working for
I do.
quite a while, yeah. They've been
Well, I thought
working
maybe you
for quite
would
some
be
time.
more-
Yeah, they've been working for, a
Long time trying to get some
I
things
mean,
stabilized.
years to try to get the 501c3, now they have it, but they're still not in operation. I don't know. They come to a lot of meetings that I'm at, and we're kind of just waiting for them to start doing something,
They're-
so I'm not sure.
Is there an ultimate purpose? I mean, they're having a fundraiser, there must be something they want to raise money for.
I mean,
is
years
that-
and years ago, it's for a daycare, childcare,
Okay.
center.
Facility, yeah.
Yeah, facility.
Well, that's what they've been looking at for a while.
And
So they want to run a nonprofit
I mean, it's-
daycare facility?
it's probably been 5 or 6 years that they've been, at least, minimum, so, yeah, that's what they're trying to, that's the end goal.
That's the-
It's a
okay.
nonprofit childcare facility.
And actually, all we're doing at this meeting is verifying that they're nonprofit.
Yes, and they,
And
Right,
that's
for
what
the
they-
license, for the license for this
license,
event,
right.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I just was not personally familiar, I've been out of the daycare market for a number of years. I'm not connected with the children's
yes,
world the way you are, Audra, so.
yeah,
They are the ones who are currently at the farm market
yes.
every weekend.
Yep. Yep.
Very good. Anybody else have questions or comments? Thank you for your attention. So with that, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, and the motion is carried. Thank you. Move down to agreements now. Consideration of a resolution ratifying the contract in the amount of $16,568.76 to UniFirst Uniform Company for uniform and shop rag rental services for the period of 12/1/19 to 11/30/22. A long contract. The note says it's an extension of our current contract. Prices are comparable to the current contract. The vendor has agreed to lower environment fuel and delivery and energy charges, and they've guaranteed prices for 3 years, so. Is that an annual amount, or is that the 3-year
That's the
contract?
3 year.
So it's 16,000 for 3 years. Okay.
Support.
Motion support. Any more comments or questions? Hearing none. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion